What is going on, guys? Renegade G Ninja here, and before I start this video, I just wanted to say that I am by no means a pro player, but I actually have been in a couple lobbies, and people actually type in the console because I play on PC, but people actually type, like, G Ninja, how do you do so good? And I thought, you know what, just made me think, why don't I make a video, because I usually respond with, well, I make videos if you'd like to watch with tips and tricks and stuff like that, if you'd like to, check out the channel, because I have like a little YouTube emblem there. But then I started to think, like, what if I actually just made a video giving like tips and tricks, how I play, like, inside my mind, like what I'm doing right now. Like, as you see in the mini-map, all of my teammates are on the other side of the map. I pushed a flank all the way over here, and now I'm by myself in this church. Now, you're going to see me kind of camp it out, but there's a reason why I'm camping it out. I am in their spawn by myself. Like, I don't need to be rushing around like a chicken with my head cut off, I need to be a little bit more tactful, and here I accidentally tried to melee and with my middle mouse button, and I spun my wheel, and I pulled out my fist like an idiot. This gameplay is by no means my best gameplay in the world. I do decent. I don't go crazy with it. It's probably an average-ish gameplay for me. But it's slower and it's campy. And some people say it was too campy, and I'd agree. It's a little bit too campy, but it allows me to kind of express what I'm thinking in my mind. And right here, I'm doing a little test to see if you can shoot down UAVs with a gun, which I guess you can't. It's only counter UAVs. I didn't know that, so I was just testing it out because, I don't know. I'm using this Vesper. It is insane, the stuff I got on, and I just started using it tonight. Like this. I mean, I use it a little bit here, a little bit there. I use all the guns, but I really started loving this thing tonight. We're not going to talk about that kind of stuff, though. I want to try to give you, like, what's going on in my mind and why I'm doing the things I'm doing. So, something that you can do to improve your KDR is learning the maps, but it's also learning how to read the mini-maps, learning tempo and pace and flow. So, now, you don't have to have a UAV to know where the enemies are. You can judge where the enemies are by where your teammates are. Now, see right here, I can kind of tell where I am, where my teammates are. They are down this flank. They see me get a kill. I'll get a couple maybe. But now, look at all my team where they spawned. They just switched the spawns, and so now the enemies aren't going to be there anymore. They're going to be behind me. Now, it's too late. I kind of got trank and ganked there, and that's just kind of what happens. But, this isn't a flawless gameplay. But this is what's going on in my mind. So, as soon as I spawn in, I look at my minimap. They are to the left and forward, so they are about where I died. So, I don't want to go that way, because you don't want to run up and just, like, a lot of noobs do this. I don't know if they're just afraid to be by themselves, but you don't want to just run up to where all your teammates are. Like, that's where everybody is. That's where the chaos is. That's not where you want to be. You want to be on the outside of the chaos, shooting them like fish in a barrel. That's where you want to be. So I see my teammate get killed, so I kind of post up. And I know that they are spawning in the church spawn in that area. I don't know where, but I know that that's where they're spawning because I'm looking at the mini-map. So I'm just going to kind of cruise around the edges. Now, is it as aggressive as I usually am? No, I'm playing a little bit laid back. I'm actually playing with a random team right now. So this is really good spot if you're playing with randoms. You don't have call-outs and stuff for your team, because sometimes if you have teams and call-outs and stuff, you don't have to play this slow. Like, when I play with my buddies, I go. I mean, I'm talking 35 plus kills pretty much every match, because my buddies are calling out, he's over here, he's over there, whatever. Like, playing with randoms, I kind of just got to judge and guess myself. And I know they're in this general area. You're going to see me hang out here a lot. And it's not because I specifically want to, even though I do like flanks. This is just, looking at the minimap, I can tell this is their general area. Now, they're either spawning behind me in the church, but then look, bam, my teammate just spawned there behind me. So they're not behind me in the church. There might be one guy or so, but if there's like two guys or more, they're not going to be spawning right next to you. That's just how it is. So it's a generalized rule. You can't always say there might be one guy out. Perfect another example. If your teammates are staring at a doorway, there's a damn good chance that there's no enemy in that doorway or going to come through that doorway. And if they do come through that doorway, your teammate is going to start shooting them first, and he's going to be a distraction to give you time to turn and get out the way. Now, sometimes, yeah, that enemy comes through the doorway and just blasts you in the back, and your teammate just sends it with his thumb in his butt. But usually, there's at least a little bit of a gunfight, enough for you to turn around, to dash, to get out of there. And I get taken to school here, but I'm trying to protect my sentry gun using my hives. I'm also trying to play a little slower because I know that I'm close to my kill streak. Bam, I just got my kill streak, my Wraith. When I put my hives out, I think hives are a little overpowered and a little cheap in my opinion, but they're in the game and I like them, so I use them. But when I put my hives out, I play a little bit slower, or when I'm close to my kill streak, I play a little bit slower. That's just smart moving. You don't want to be dashing around going crazy when you're close to your stuff. Now I've got wraiths out and everything else, or a wraith out, got my talent up, doing work. Now I hope they fix this. I can't control my talent because I have a sentry out. It's really frustrating. Like there needs to be two buttons to do it because I don't want to control my sentry. I want to control my talent. But anyway, so you're going to notice one more big tip for this is you notice I'm not going in the middle a lot. I don't, and this is for any map. If you go in the middle or to a very high traffic area where people are going to be looking at every different way with you, and then I go right in the middle after I say that, but you're going to get my point here. You can post up in the middle and shoot people coming into the middle. Essentially camp. A high traffic area, like if I was going to go in the building in the middle of the map, but not actually in the courtyard, then I would post up there and try to shoot people who are coming in, because I know a lot of people are going to come that way. But what do I do normally? I don't normally do that. I skirt around the edges of the map. And the reason why I skirt around the edges of the map is because I only have to worry about what's in front of me and what's either to the left of me or the right of me, whichever's on the other, like towards the middle of the map. They're not going to be out in no man's land, and they're probably not going to be behind me because I'm moving fast. So that gives me two areas to watch and observe instead of checking all around me at all times. You're in the middle of the map, you got to pretty much spin in a circle, and that is not an effective way to play. So hopefully these tips helped you out. I'm going to bring you more tips like this. Subscribe if you're new and like the video. Thanks for watching, guys.